This is a quick video to follow up one that I did about my CO2 fails. What has happened is that the end of this, well, let me get it in focus here. I'm going the wrong way. The end of this is what you screw from the bottom, and this had a flange that you would tighten. I did find out it has a Phillips on this side, so I technically could flatten this off and put this back up and use a Phillips to put it in. And if you want to know what size thread that is a 1/4-20 by roughly 3/4. So in case you want to replace it, which is what I did. I went to Lowe's or Home Depot, and I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. I don't know. Anyway, here it is. It's a 1/4-20 by 3/4. The 1/2 inch I think is too small. You don't take too much off it. What I had to do is, the only thing that I did was take out the screw, and I took a bigger bit and I beveled the end. Well, that didn't work out. It's not a big enough cut to fit on the CO2 cartridge. This pretty much fits square anyway, so basically all I got to do is cut a little bit off here. I ground a little bit off, and let me get this off. As you can see, works good. Now, I didn't cut mine off far enough, and I put it in, and then I realized that this was hitting on the bottom right here. So what I did is I ground this off a little bit with the grinder just so that it could get in there. I didn't feel like wasting another CO2 cartridge. I should have tested it with this empty one before I put the full one in, but I didn't, and well, that's another story. So I have little rough edges on here. I got to take the file and file it off a little bit. But otherwise, if you take enough off, and you could use this as an example here, it's just about right the way it is. Okay, so I could probably cut this off square or flatten it off a little bit and use this with a Phillips if I really wanted to put it in. But you get a better bite with the piece here like this. Now, 68 cents, you get two of them, and it's 1/4-20 by 3/4. So if you go anywhere and you can find a 1/4-20 by 1/4-20 by 3/4, you can find it with an Allen, however you want to do it. Find it, put it in there. You can get it with an Allen head. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to see if I can find an Allen bolt like that with an Allen head, and maybe use it with an Allen instead of the thumb screw. But it works like a champ, and as you can tell, I put it in there. It fits good, not leaking, firing good, and there are no leaks in the gun. I am very, very pleased. Little trick that, just in case you guys want to know what it is, according to the Crosman site, of course they're going to mention Pellgun oil, but if you have a leaking CO2 pistol where the CO2 is in the mag or in the hand grip, what you do is take your CO2 out, turn gun upside down, put a couple of drops in there, leave it sit for 2 hours, then put a cartridge in there, tighten it up, see if it starts, don't over tighten it, just tighten it until it starts to hiss, and fire a couple of shots off, blanks with no rounds in it. Then slowly release it. What you want to do is you want to push that fluid back in there again. Then put a couple more drops on there, let it sit for a little bit longer, maybe, I don't know how long. You can actually go on the Crosman site and see it all. I'll put it in the description so I get it right. And it should seal it up. I did that with this, and it leaked like a sieve. I tried double Teflon tape. I tried the O-ring trick that they're telling you to do. There's one there. It fit like a champ. It's still leaking. Did the Pellgun oil, a couple of drops, let it sit for like 2 hours or more. Most of the night, probably like 4 or 5 hours. Put the cartridge in. It worked like a champ. And I left the cartridge in there overnight and took it out this morning very slowly. And I just put this one in and I barely tighten it, and it's sealing good. So, good fix. I cannot recommend Pellgun oil more. It is the best thing going. So, you know what? I'm just looking at this. I probably got everything upside down. I'm not even thinking about this. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day.